Hey, fifth graders, I want to show you a new math station. It is right here in Google Classroom. Just to remind you, Google Classroom, classwork, and the very first section or heading you see is Unit 4 Math Stations. And the one that we'll be working on Tuesday, February 9th and Wednesday, February 10th is our Unit 4 Math Review Station right here. So we'll work on this on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we'll take our test on Thursday. So you'll need to open it. When you open it, this is what you'll see. You will see just what I told you, that this is the center or the station that you'll work on Tuesday or Wednesday, and that you will have a test on Thursday, February 11th. Then you will see the math station expectations, and this should not be new to you. These are my expectations all the time. Your camera is on at all times. You are participating at all times. You open and complete the assignment with your team. You are responsible and respectful to your classmates. You use video and chat appropriately. You ask your team captain if you need help or have questions, and you never leave the breakout room. Remember that your team captain will send me a chat or fill out a Google form to tell me who has met these expectations, and those that have will be rewarded with dojo points. Okay, so the next is our team list. I have my team captain, and then in green is the co-captain. So if your name is in green, you are helping your captain if your captain's absent, or they get kicked out of the breakout room for whatever reason, or they're having technology issues. Please help them. Team captains, your wheel of name is on the next link, so you know to copy and paste it into your web browser so you can use it to call on students. Okay, so our Unit 4 test review station. The first thing we need to do as team captains, you need to share your screen and make sure you share your sound as well. Then make sure your team goes to Google Classroom and opens this test review station. Team captains, you'll play the YouTube link that will be right here for your team. Team captains, you're then, after showing the video, going to show a problem on the slide to your teammates, and they can either use the whiteboard app, a whiteboard, or paper to solve. They should be able to explain how they solved it. After you give them a few minutes to complete, use the wheel of names to call on students to explain their strategy and their thinking. If they use the whiteboard app, now would be a good time for them to share their screen. So please ask them to share their screen. The whiteboard app will be placed in chat before going, and I will also place it right here. It's not here now, but I'll put it right there. I'll also put it in Google Classroom as well. Okay? And team captains, you'll continue this throughout the remainder of the station time. If everyone finishes, and you probably won't finish on Tuesday, maybe on Wednesday, you will complete the exit ticket on slide 16. It's right here. Oops, and that should say slide 17, but here's your exit ticket. You're going to put your level of understanding, what you have mastered, and what you still need help with. Please remember that this only relates to math. I don't want to read about skateboarding or video games. I'm only talking about math here. After you've done that, will you remind everyone to turn it in, team captains? And then you will go to this Flipgrid and record a video explaining to me what you learned at this center. Remember, you probably won't finish on Tuesday, maybe on Wednesday. So, now that it is almost time to review, I want to remind you that you can use any strategy you want to solve these problems. You may use doubling and halving. You may use partial product. You may use area model, or you may use the standard algorithm. It does not matter to me. My expectation is, 1, that you're choosing the best strategy for you. 2, that you're actually trying to solve the math problem. And 3, that you're able to tell us which strategy you chose to apply, why you chose to apply it, and how you applied it. So be able to explain your mathematical thinking. All right, team captains. So there are several slides of math problems for you to show and for the students to work out. So I want you to start with slide 8. You're going to display this by sharing your screen. Every student is either going to use the whiteboard app, white paper, or a whiteboard to solve. Then after you've given them a few minutes, and team captain, you're solving it too because you might spin your own name, you're going to go back up, you're going to spin the wheel of names, and you're going to call in someone to share their thinking, okay? You're going to continue that for each of these slides. This is the one I want to point out. Notice I've got the word product highlighted. That's because it means something. If you don't remember, have a discussion within your group. And then as you keep going, you'll see I've got some word problems here. Again, you're still solving them the same way, okay? Take your time. Make sure you solve it. Make sure you're talking about it. Team captains, use the wheel of names and call on students to share their screens. Thank you.